Hey guys, what's going on? This is Ken, and today I'm here to do a review of this 1/400 scale United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER from NG models, and this one is in the United-Continental Marjorie livery. And before I get started, I have to say that this is another gorgeous model from NG. And of course, I think this Boeing 737 mold is possibly one of the best molds out there right now. So with that said, let's get started with the front of the box, and it's just your typical NG box, but it's still nice. So now moving on to the bottom of the box, here is the right side, the top, the left side with an identification sticker here, and then here is the back. And you can pause to read all of the specs if you want back here. Yeah, I'm having some focus issues, sorry about that, but if you want, you can read the stuff back here, and if not, then that's okay. Then on to the front again. Alright, so now let's move to the main star of the video, which is the model herself. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright, let's see. So here is the model, and of course, here is the NG rewards card that now comes with every NG model. So you can also pause to read that, and if not, then it's okay. Alright, so with that out of the way, here is the model herself in all of her glory in her plastic cocoon. Alright, and now just put the model kind of with the top part facing up. And of course I do that because for me it's easier to take the models out of their cocoons that way. So while I have the model here in this position, I'll do a quick landing gear check to make sure that everything's in check, even though I don't roll my models around, and I really don't recommend that you do that either because it can damage the landing gear. So let's see. So this one's good, this one's good, and this one is also good. So so yeah, with that out of the way, let's just get the model out of the plastic packaging, and here she is. And as I said before, this model is absolutely gorgeous, and the video kind of really doesn't do it any justice. Yeah, it's just very nice. And yes, the wings on this particular model are a little bit loose, but it's alright. I still really like this model. So I'll just do a quick turn of the model so that you guys can get a better view of her. Alright, so now let's just get started here. The front of the model, so let's see, so here are the nose cone, the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, some pitot tubes and sensors all the way at the front, and then here's your front landing gear. and the front landing gear doors, which does say ETOPS with part of the registration and then something else that I really can't read. Sorry about that. But anyways, right, moving a little bit towards the rear. Here's the Star Alliance logo, the L1 door, and then some type of sticker right there. I think it's for the either Wi-Fi or the satellite service. And then moving along, there's more tubes, static ports and sensors right here at the bottom part of the forward part of the fuselage, as well as the forward antenna, and then the forward most part of the windows right here at the front of the fuselage with the United tunnels, and then here is a beacon light of some sorts. Alright, so now moving on towards the middle of the fuselage, there's the overwing exits with the emergency exit arrows on the top part of the left wing, and then here is the left engine, which is nice. Then here's some detail on the inside of the engine. Then here's the left side runway landing light. Then the middle part of the top of the fuselage, there's the top anti-collision light along with the middle antenna right there. And then here's some nice detail on the top part of the left wing. Then of course there's the split scimitars, which are nice, and on this model they're nice and not bent out of shape or anything. And then of course there's the left side navigation light. Right, so now moving on to the rear of the model, there's the Wi-Fi / SATCOM box, and then this door right here could either be the L2 door or just an emergency exit, but I count it as just an emergency exit door, so it's not an L2 door. Alright, so moving along, here are some more windows along the fuselage. There's the rear antenna right there, and then the American flag, and then the registration, which on this model is N66828 or November 66828. And then there is the L2 door with the sticker right there, either for the Wi-Fi or satellite service. And then there's another number 0828, which could either be the airplane serial number or the line number. I really don't know which one. And then there is the very nice United-Continental globe tail globe logo. And what's nice about this, or at least one I found really nice, is that the parts of the globe are very nice and metallic, so they catch light very nice. Alright, so of course there's the vertical stabilizer, and then here's the left horizontal stabilizer, and if you look closely there, you could kind of see the dot that represents the light that illuminates the vertical stabilizer when the aircraft flies at night, or it gets illuminated during night operations. And yeah, you could kind of see it on the right horizontal stabilizer. Right. And then of course at the very rear of the model there's the APU. All right. So now moving on to the other side, there's the globe logo again on the vertical stabilizer. There is the R2 door, and then there's the number again, which could either be the line number or the serial number. There's again the American flag on top of the rearmost windows on the rear part of the fuselage. There's the registration again, which is N66828 or November 66828. And one I forgot to mention before is the tail scraper right there. Yeah, just an overall nice model. Anyways, there's the emergency door again. There's the rear antenna, and then there is the Wi-Fi / SATCOM box, and then of course the two overwing exits on the right side of the model. And then I also forgot to mention the rear cargo door right here. And then of course the two rear bottom antennas. Here's the middle antenna, as well as again the top anti-collision light. There's the emergency exit arrows on the top part of the right wing, and then here's some nice printed details on the top of the right wing. Here is the right side navigation light, and then the split scimitars, which on this side are also nice and not bent out of shape or anything. Alright, anyways, here is the right engine with some detail on the inside. Then there is the engine strake, and I forgot to mention that on the left side. Just very nice and detailed engines. Then here's the forwardmost part of forwardmost windows on the forward part of the right side of the fuselage. There's the United titles. Then there is a beacon light right there on top of the forward part of the fuselage. And then there's the R1 door with the sticker again. There's the Star Alliance logo. And then there's the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the nose cone, and then some pitot tubes and sensors and static ports right there at the forwardmost part of the fuselage. And then there's the main landing gear with the landing gear doors, and ETOPS, and then a number, either the serial or line number. And then here's the forward bottom antenna, as well as the forward cargo door. Alright, so now let's move on to the top of the model, which is nice. And then here is the bottom. Alright, so then And here are some nice details on the bottom part of the model. Of course, the front landing gear and the front landing gear doors. And then there is a number right there, which I think says 737-900. Then here's some chrome on the underside of the fuselage, which is a nice touch. Here's the forward bottom antenna, the forward cargo door, and then there are the air intakes for the bleed air system, which is used for the AC system as well as to pressurize the cabin. Right, then there are the two main landing gear with the landing gear wheel wells, and then the two underside antennas right there. And then here's some nice detail on the underside of the engines. And then you can see the exhaust nozzle right there on the rear of the two engines. And here is where excess oil is vented from. Yeah, just very nice. And then here are some nice molded details on the underside of the wings. And then here's some more chrome on the rear part of the underside of the fuselage. There's the rear cargo door as well as the registration. And then there is the tail scraper, the APU doors, and then some small molded details on the underside of the vertical stabilizers. Horizontal stabilizers. And then there's the APU itself. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this model. And I have to say that I highly recommend this model. It's a very gorgeous model from NG, and this video really doesn't do her justice. Yeah, she looks a lot better in person. So with that said, I'll just do a final turn of the model so that you can get one final look. So yeah, and before I officially end the video, I'll just do this really quick. I'll have the box here. So here's that box, and then here is the other box so that I could connect them both. So here's the model I just reviewed, and then here's the United 737-900ER with the Eco Skies livery. So yeah, I just think that's very cool. So alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. It wraps up the video. I hope you guys liked it, and always just stay safe, happy, and healthy, and I'll catch you in the next one. So thank you, have a great day, and bye.